Welcome to the Nate Gratian Show, where we talk all things personal finance, investing, and entrepreneurship. Thank you for joining me here today. I am excited about today's topic of discussion. We're going to be talking about 3 things that all investors need to know, especially if you're starting out. If you've been in the investing game for a little while, you may already know this. This really can apply to a lot of things, business and your entrepreneurship and your personal finance and a lot of areas of your life, but we're going to talk about it from the investing perspective today. These 3 things. Before we get started, I want to thank everyone for joining me here today. I want to thank those that are connecting with me on eToro, where we do our investing. If you haven't connected with me on there yet, or you don't have an account, by all means, use the link in the description below. You'll get an extra $50 once you've deposited your $100 and made your first investment. They'll give you an extra $50 to invest with. It's a great platform and I can highly recommend it. If you're looking for more episodes, you can find more anywhere you find podcasts or listen to podcasts. You can find more episodes there. And if you want to connect with me on Instagram, I am at Nate Gratian. That's NateGration. And if you have a question or a topic you'd like discussed about personal finance, investing, or entrepreneurship, send me a message there or on my website, ngration.com. Let's dig into today's topic. 3 things that every investor should know as they start their investing journey. And like I said, if you've been investing for a little while, you probably know most of these. But the first is to be patient. It is important that we are patient in our investing, patient with the journey. This thing is a slow cooker. It's a crock pot. It's not a microwave. And this applies for business as well. Many times we get so caught up wanting things quickly. We get so caught up wanting things fast. Can I be real with you that it's a slow process. It will take time. You've got to be patient with it. Give it the time to grow. There's a season where you plant in the farming world. There's a season where you plant, and then there's a season where you harvest. And so, when you've planted something, there's times if you're a gardener, when you've planted things, there's times you see nothing for a while, and then all of a sudden you begin to see a little bit of a green shoot, and then it starts to grow a bit more. Then all of a sudden, it's a tree that you're able to pick fruit from, and so. Looking back, it may feel like, wow, time's gone by fast, but when you're in the middle of it, I encourage you to be patient. It's so important. Give your money time to grow. Give your investments time to work. Don't be jumping in and out. Invest in good growth funds, in mutual funds, and give it a chance to grow. Give it time to grow, and don't get so hasty with it. With everything now on our phones and all the apps and everything that we have, so many times we jump on every day and we're taking a look every day, and we want to we want to try and catch the big and the quick and all this and all that, and we hear about people who got big on Bitcoin or this or that. That's not the rule. Those things that happen, that's the exception. It's not the common rule. And so be patient, give yourself time, and don't try to rush through it too much. Otherwise you may find you end up hurting yourself and your investments even more. Secondly, it's to be consistent. One big deposit's great, but consistency is more powerful. $1,000 at the beginning, that's great, but I will tell you that $100 every couple of weeks for the rest of your life will have a bigger impact than one $1,000 deposit or one $10,000 deposit. And so, start off with a big chunk if you're able to, and get the ball rolling, but then be consistent with it. It's important that you find out what you can do out of every paycheck, and do that. And then as your pay grows, as you earn more throughout your career, deposit and invest more. This is it's consistency. Now, they say it takes 21 times of doing something for a habit to form. This is what they say. It takes 21 times of doing one particular thing for a habit in our mind to form. And if you're investing just once a month or once every 2 weeks, you're depositing and making an investment, it's going to take a little while for you to reach that 21 times, to where it really just becomes natural. It's part of the rhythm of your life. It's what you do as a habit. And so as you're doing that, make yourself, even, maybe you start off with something smaller, but if you can do something every paycheck, that's the key. That's what is important. And then eventually you may say, okay, we can actually increase that and still be able to do that increased amount every paycheck. But the key is to do something every paycheck and make it a habit and be consistent. I've done studies and I've shown videos and stuff on our YouTube channel of the power of $100 a week, or $100 every couple of weeks, or $100 a month. How $100 a month turns into hundreds of thousands of dollars, just $100 a month. That's it. It's amazing what it turns into. $100 a month over 40 years is about just shy of $1 million. And so it's amazing what that turns into. Yeah, I've done a video on the average car payment and how that in Australia is $667, and per month, and if you invest that per month, you're left with just shy of for 30 years, you're left of just shy of $1.6 million. And so consistency is the second key. So be patient and be consistent. The third thing you need is a good pair of noise cancelling headphones, like I've got on right now as I'm recording this podcast. You've got to be able to shut the noise out. Turn the noise out from all around you. You'll have people telling you to do this, people telling you to do that. You'll have, you'll have a whole lot of negativity. Once you get into the investing world, there'll be a whole lot of negativity. There'll be a whole lot of stuff, and you've got to know the path you're taking. You'll have people telling you it's a waste of time to invest. It's not worth investing. I'll tell you, it is worth investing. There'll be the ups and the downs, but ride the roller coaster through to the end. And so be able to turn the noise out. You may I have a few people that I listen to. I have a few things that I follow, and I drown the rest of the noise out. Now, I'm not telling you not to be aware of what's going on. It's important that we're aware of what's going on, but there's a whole lot of drama that comes along with all of that, and you need to be able to turn that drama off. Focus in on what your goal is. Turn off the brain, the mind, the part of the mind that's telling you to maybe you should stop because of what's happening in the stock market right now. Maybe you should wait till a better time. This, that, or the other thing. Maybe you should purchase this or do that instead. Instead, just focus in on what your goal is. Put one foot in front of the other and keep going. And block out the noise. Pick a few people that maybe a few podcasts, maybe a few different people that you see what they've done, what they're doing, and you may be on eToro or something like that, and you follow what they're doing and really learn some of the keys around investing. And that's the third thing you need to do. So the first is to be patient. Give yourself time. Don't try and do this in a week. Don't try to do this in a month, a year, 5 years. Give yourself time to invest. Give the funds time to grow. Don't dig the seed up before it's had a chance to grow. And then secondly, be consistent. Invest consistently on a regular basis. Make it a habit of your life. Intentional investing. And then third is to pick out your people that you're going to listen to. Pick out the people that you're going to follow and drown out all the drama. Turn off all the drama and don't let it, all that negativity and drama that comes in with this industry get you upset and emotional and all this stuff. So they're the three things you need to focus on, the three things you need to do if you're going to stick to the investing game long term. When I talk long term, I'm talking 10, 15, 20, 30, 40 years. And that's what you need to do if you're going to stick with it long term. But thanks for joining me here today. I hope you find these podcast episodes helpful. If you haven't left a review or some feedback on whatever platform you may be listening on, I'd love it if you'd leave a review, leave some comments, and if you have a question or a topic you'd like discussed, again, pop by my website ngration.com. You can find the form to fill out there, or on Instagram @NateGration. Send me a message there, or you can comment on one of these episodes, or jump on YouTube and comment on an episode there, and just let me know what your question is there, and I'll do a podcast episode on it and let you know when it is up and live, as well as respond to your comment on YouTube. But thanks for joining me here today. Hope you have a great rest of your day, wherever you may be tuning in. Thank you. We will see you in the next episode.